Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you're all keeping well. I'm still in the cutest cottage in the Peak District, really enjoying my break from the van, but of course I'm filming in here because why the hell not? Today I will be revealing how much my van conversion costs, which will hopefully give you guys the insight you need when it comes to converting your tiny home on wheels. First, I have a few housekeeping bits that I want to go over. This week's vlog is sponsored by the one and only Gumtree UK, which I am absolutely over the moon about. If you have been following me over on my Instagram @NickRoams, you know that I have been working with them on sharing how small lifestyle changes can make a huge impact on our planet and our pockets. So I've made it my mission to share with you how you can sustainably convert a van while saving some pennies to put towards your travels. Therefore, as I run through my van conversion costs, I will be sharing with you 3 tips on how Gumtree can help you be sustainable, mindful and money savvy. And don't forget, there are so many other small changes that you can make in your life, from reducing your single-use plastic to creating wild environments in your garden for the bees, and also changing your energy suppliers. So I'm not gonna lie, I have had a little wobble with my eco journey since adjusting back to van life. Therefore, if you guys have any ideas on what small changes we can all make, please drop them in the comments below. So moving on, let's crack out the spreadsheet and run through my van conversion costs. I will break down the van build into different categories like the van itself, electronics, gas, water, and at the end I will of course reveal the overall cost. You can purchase a downloadable copy of my van build cost spreadsheet for £1.99 over on my website www.nickroams.co.uk/ebooks. It is a great document for first-time van converters as it includes a list of all the appliances, materials and tools I use for my van build, links on where to find them, and I've thrown a complimentary step-by-step build process sheet as a thank you for all of your support. Anyway, van cost. Starting with the van itself, LL Cool Van. This van cost me £2,600, which I found via Gumtree. Therefore, tip number 1, Gumtree is the perfect place to find used vehicles at reasonable prices. I've actually found 2 vans via Gumtree now, my first being Vandalf, my Peugeot Boxer L3H2, the first van I lived in, which I found via a private seller, which I purchased for £7,000 at 69,000 miles, and it was a 2013 plate, so a lot cheaper than a typical dealer, and it ran a treat. And then of course this van, which I found through a dealership and bought via trade, so I got a huge discount for that, but there were a few fixes that I had to do to get it road ready. Therefore, it's only right that I share with you in this section how much it cost me to get it serviced and all the fixes done on top, which was a total of £2,000. So all in all, the van itself at the get-go cost me £4,600, which, to be honest, in hindsight, that is how much this van would have cost if I bought it without the fixes, but I really wanted to give buying trade a go at the time. In this section, I include everything that has changed the look of my van exterior, so that's my side window, my parking sensors and my wind deflectors. All of this totaled to £220, where the slide-in side tinted window was £175, so the windows really do add up if you were to have them all around the van. This includes everything from my solar system, my battery, the heat shrinking tubes, all the little bits and bobs that I have no idea about. If you want a full breakdown, you will be able to see that on my van build cost spreadsheet, which is over on my website. In total, I spent £543, which was my 3rd biggest expense. However, it may go up as I'm thinking of changing my batteries to lithium ion, so that could add on a further £400. But to me, it's really important to spend the money on your electronics, especially when you're living in a van full time, because you have to have enough power to be able to work, which gets you money to travel. So yeah, the electronics is actually a lot cheaper than I thought, but it could definitely reach towards the £1,000 mark soon. In this, I include my 6kg Gaslo refillable cylinder. I always struggle to say those words together, as well as my carbon monoxide alarm, which is just battery powered, and a European LPG gas adapter kit so that I can top up when I hit Portugal one day, but I know I am just dreaming. Anyway, all in all, it is a total of £343. In this, I include my 25 litre clean water tank, 10 litre wastewater tank and my water pump, which comes to a whopping £39.50. An absolute bargain of a section, to be honest. I thought it would total to a lot more. My water tanks are inside the van, so if you are looking to go underslung, you'll be probably looking at adding a couple £100 more onto that, but I wanted mine inside because there is no way, if anything breaks, that I am getting under the van. I have only actually just got a heater installed about 2 weeks ago, which cost me £120. You can actually find the full list of everything I've kitted my van out with over on my website, Nick Rome's. Sorry that I keep pointing you in that direction, but it literally has everything you need there if you're wondering where I got anything from. This section covers quite a lot of the van build. I've included like my insulation, cladding, flooring, timber, paint, and this is actually where Gumtree really made a difference for me and my pocket. So here comes Gumtree tip number 2. When I started converting vans, I had no idea where to get some materials from, and I was scrolling through Gumtree and it connected me with some local small timber merchants. They actually sell their timber at much cheaper rates than your typical DIY retail store, so it's worth checking out, and you also then get to support small and local businesses to you. So let's get back to the number crunching. All in all, for my interior, I spent £574. This is actually my biggest expense, and I blame it on my fridge freezer, which was £495. Remember, I live in this full time, so for me it was worth forking out on, but typically when people live in this van size, they're usually doing it part-time, so you could easily save on this expense by going with a cool box or a much smaller fridge. So for my sink, fridge, hob and tap, it comes to a total of £632. I don't actually have a bathroom, but I do have a portable urinal, which you know I absolutely bang on about, but I think it is a must-have for any van lifer who doesn't have access to a toilet in their van. There are times you're parked in built-up areas and you just can't go outside because people will see you, or it's dark and scary, so you don't want to go outside because you could see something, and then there's other times where you just want to pee in private. So my bathroom comes to an overall total of £9.99, which I didn't even pay for because I got it as a birthday present, so technically it was free. Bedroom, which I am sat in right now and doubles up as my lounge and fills my entire van, totals to £250. I have also included soft furnishings in this, so it's got my custom made foam cushions, the cushion covers that I actually got made out, my curtains and my curtain rails. Another perfect section where Gumtree will come in handy. So Gumtree tip number 3. Gumtree is full of awesome gems, including unique homeware pieces that will help turn your panel van into a true home. I found my corkboard, which is on my other sliding door, and my pallet wood, which is on my feature kitchen wall, via Gumtree, and I really think they make my space look more like a home and add a tiny bit of quirk to it. Anyway, in this section, I understand everyone's decor is going to be different. Even if you built my van to an absolute T, we all have different styles. So I've just kind of wrapped up what I've spent on decor so you can use it as an estimate for yours. So for like my spice rack, towel rail, bed sheets, duvet and things like that, it comes to a total of £189. This covers all the random bits and bobs like your locks, your hooks, your handles that finish your van. For me, it came to a total of £48. So for the final section on how much my van conversion cost, we're going to run through the tools and equipment I used. Although I already had mine from previous van conversions, I thought it'd be a good idea to include it in here because without tools and equipment, you can't convert a van. So the way I've worked this section out is I've actually wrote a full list of all the tools I used, but I've pulled out what I would class as essential. It's based on my opinion and focusing on the fact you'd want a high quality build that you do efficiently. So all in all, for what I put in, like chop saw, jigsaw, drill, all the bits you need to be able to work on metal, plastic and wood, glue, sealant, screws, bolts and things like that, comes to a total of £688. To see the full list of all the tools, what brands I've used and where to get them, you can see that on my van build cost spreadsheet over at www.nickromes.co.uk/ebooks. Sorry for the 10th plug. I have no idea how you're supposed to plug these things because it's the first time I've done this, and I'm actually really happy that I finally brought out a working document for you guys to use. So moving on, let's reveal the overall cost of my tiny home on wheels. We've now run through every category of my van build, but there's one more thing I want to note: labour. I've included that only in the soft furnishings but for nothing else because I converted this van with my very own hands. Therefore, if you're going to be using someone else to convert your van, make sure you add this into your budget. Anyway, let's do the number crunching and find out how much my van conversion cost. So for the van itself and the fixes, it totaled to £4,600, and for the van build total we have £2,969. Therefore, overall my van build costs £7,569. However, if we want to include the tools into this, which was £688, we have a grand total of £8,257. Well, there we have it, my van conversion costs revealed. So I'm going to call that a wrap on today's vlog and share my thanks as always, firstly to Gumtree for sponsoring me. I really hope my tips have inspired you to convert your van with the planet and your pocket in mind, of course. And secondly, a thank you to all of you guys for supporting me. And as always, if you like this vlog, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe and turn on your notifications, and hopefully next time I'll see you on the road.